Hello, SpeedGaming viewers. Happy Saturday and welcome to Link to the Past League Season 6, Week 5. We have Trey Spire on the left representing Oops All Foxes and Hitzion on the right representing the Salt Miners. We are playing Champions Get and Hunt. We'll talk about that mode. No, let's do it right now. We're still waiting. So Champions Get and Hunt is a unique mode for Season 6. They are looking for 2 out of 3 Triforce pieces, which are located on Pedestal, Pyramid Ferry, and somewhere in the GT basement. The Janus Tower is open at 5 crystals. The big keys are shuffled, and the GTBK does not exist, so there is no climbing Janus Tower. So yeah, they are looking for basically all 3 pendants, some combination of all 3 pendants, and 5 crystals, or the red crystals to get those 2 out of 3 triangles, and then that will make Ganon vulnerable. I am Matt in the booth today doing solo commentary because we've got a lot of races going on and got what we can get here. And thanks to Nochibato for keeping things accurate on screen for us with the tracking. You might already notice, speaking of those trackers, we have boots and a sword. This is basically Kaz boots but open. So we're going to start going fast. And we'll see what happens. There's a lot of possibilities in this mode. It tends to be either, in my experience, pretty volatile. Like there are some pretty rando wild swingy paths to victory, or it'll just be railroaded into a specific set of dungeons. We'll have to find out and see what happens here. We've got a green hair, it looks like. I missed Trey's map check. We've got blue crystals with the other 2. So I'm going to play the Kazboots after Sank, going straight for Bonk Rocks here. There's a lamp right in the Bonk Rocks cave. And Trey says we're going to go straight up into the Uncle route because you do have a sword. You can actually just go straight into Castle, do the beginning of Kazboots if you so desire. Bush crabs have just arrows on them, not particularly exciting. We've got a tier 1 red rupee pole, though. That's very useful. That gives Trey, already having picked up that 50 also from Uncle, very easy CAC money here. Trey, of course, will not go to Kakariko anytime soon, knowing how he tends to play. But when he gets there, eventually he'll have enough cash to take care of everything. To find a convenient bomb pack at the woods, on the mushroom spot, and in the drop-down, we've got a cape. All right. That could be useful later. And yeah, Nochibato spots a sword on Lumberjack, so we are already probably looking at 3 swords maximum. I can't imagine we need that one. If we have to get that sword, this is a real screwy seed. All the same, though, yeah, we do have Cape and Lamp, so Aga 1 is just completely logical. That sword is currently logically obtainable. If you're a viewer who wants to see a real screwy seed, you're basically hoping at this point that you've got your other 2 swords are sword locked, like on tablets, for instance. Extremely unlikely. That's like a 1 in thousands opportunity. But you know, maybe could happen. Oh, flippers in the cell. Ooh, those might be a little tricky to find, actually. It's who's working on Kakariko still. Hasn't found a lot else of real consequence here. Just a lot of stuff. There's a 300, so that'll get us real close to Zora money now. We know Zora is now actually in logic because of the flippers. Trey is going directly for Dark Cross, which we know also is logical because of Hitsu having found the lamp. I think Trey already found the small key too, so yeah, we're good to go actually as far as the entire castle being logically available. You know, we're getting real close to Trey being able to entirely skip Kakariko. Hitsu has found basically nothing. If there's nothing in like Tavern and Library and Maze, then this entire area is skippable and Trey might get away with it. We'll see. Yeah, there's a 50 in Library. Hitsu will grab that because we're getting pretty close to Zora money. He may as well. All right, what's in the back of Castle here? Red rupee. 300 rupees. And the map. Trey should have known that also, but he wasn't. He should have known that was the last check was the map. Ooh, Quake Medallion in the maze. Okay, there's one thing over here we could potentially need is that Quake Medallion. Maybe. Trey's gonna go also pick up his lamp. Probably get that cape from the woods. Might see the lumberjack sword, and we'll see if he scouts it. Hitsu's done again with the whole. Oh yeah, true. Actually, Trey didn't start saying. That's true. He didn't know for sure. I'll give him that one. He's just gonna head south. Pretty typical next play here. You can see it. You can see it be your first playing Kaz boots. You have a weapon and some bombs. Probably you're probably just good to go for south if you would so desire. Trey will scout that sword on lumberjack and be like, what is this? Gonna look at it again, just double check. Like, yep, that's the sword. All right, it's there. You're about to find out that it's accessible even. So we'll pick up that red rupee even if we're getting even closer to Zora money. 453 now. Just one more 50 or a couple more 20s will basically put us there. Trey's got his cape now. Is he actually heading into Kakariko? Let's see here. He might just head down. He looks like he's probably heading down into Kak. No, going east. He can use the whirlpool. He's using the whirlpool. Cool. You usually don't see this. All right, Hitsu's got plenty of Ganon, or not Ganon, Zora money now, and there's our first bottle. That's some hearts, I guess. Yeah, sure. This is 3 to 6 on the hearts right now. I think at this point Trey is pretty committed to the Kak skip, and I like we've seen so far, it's gonna work out. Okay, just 20 rupees here in Ice Rod Cave. We're gonna have a high five here on the way out. Yeah, let's go. Trey is set up for a water walk. Has the flipper, so I mean he'll be able to just do the water walk and then depending on where he goes here, might just end up swimming out from under the bridge. Or we're going straight into Zora. Check the island, of course. That was a boomerang, looks like. These two will have a converge a little bit here. So you can bomb Trey. Some PvP action going on here, yep. Alright, what's this guy to the bridge have? A pearl, a moon ball. That thing, the orb. We kind of want that, probably, yeah. Oh, Hitsu is not gone for the moon pearl. Interesting choice. There's a glove in Waterfall. All right. We are now a glove or a hammer away from Dark World access. Ooh, a mirror on the ledge. Ooh. I don't think Hitsu has a good way of getting that currently. All right, we do have Dark World access via Aghanim. That's a good point. Is Run in chat points out. Thank you. It is important to remember that Aga does indeed sometimes be Dark World access. Trey will be able to get this mirror, actually. I think, yeah, Trey's play into Castle... Trey's cack skip overall is actually playing out, paying off extremely well so far. It hasn't found a lot of items yet, so now he's still kind of on the search for, all right, where's the stuff? We're just going to pick up that mirror, which will now let him go up the mountain. This is now access to Hera, and basically everything on West Mountain is now open, so I think that's most likely where we're headed next. Yep, starting to sink, mirroring out. I think isn't it still faster to dash out even with a mirror? Like ever so slightly faster to run out than mirroring if you have boots? I think it is. I have to time that later. Don't quote me on that, but I think I've heard that it's slightly faster. Yeah, this is definitely Trey going to the mountain here. Yeah, you could go for the Aga play here. That's definitely an option, considering you've seen that sword. That is some incentive. You've been given the items very early that say, hey, your Aghanim climb is now is just completely open. It's like it's logically available. The Moon Pearl is not exactly Sphere 1, but it is totally available, so... yeah, so we'll be discovering flippers in the cell in a little bit here. We'll point out to him that he may have to go back and get that. That's going to be neither of these to touch Eastern area either. There could just be a hammer or a glove over an Eastern area. There are, up to 7 checks available in that direction, so... Yeah, this is, and yeah, talking about the prizes also, again, the 3 pendants are each 1/3 of one of your triangles, so being able to complete Hera, they're not a super appetizing dungeon without a hook shot, but still completable. There are just some arrows in side spec and some bombs up top, so nothing going there. We're going to head up into the dungeon. Map check, we've got red crystals at Swamp and Skull. Pendants are Thieves, and I missed the other one. TR was it or pendant? Thank you, chat. That gives us our prize layout. We know our combinations of dungeons that we'll need to complete to make Ganon vulnerable. Trey finds a map in the map chest. Amazing. And not completing here. We're gonna. Oh wait, actually, we don't have the big key. That's right. The big keys are shuffled. That's a thing. So we actually can't complete Hera unless the big key was magically just there. So never mind. Trey's gonna head south now. Clean up the mini Molder cave. Get his bottle. The bottle might send Trey to CAC. Because at that point you've got one more check there and you're kind of looking for Dark World access, unless you make the call that you really want to, you might go to Eastern area instead. That's still untouched. He might go a little bit greedy and decide, hey, let's just do the Aga climb because it's looking like that's required now. And you might just want to get that sword, but we'll see what happens here. Itsu's gonna go ahead and get into the lake and go get the one item he's missed. Oh, Trey's gonna run out to Agena probably here, I think. Yeah, that's where he's going. Yeah, he does. Yeah, he likes the, yeah, because he's already done Ice Rod Cave, already been east, so he's gonna do mini Moldrum Cave and go west all the way towards Agena. It's just going to get his Moon Pearl here. Now we're about even on items. We just need to find our Dark World access, if it isn't Aghanim. Hitsu, of course, does need to go get that mirror. He spotted that already. You're gonna take a second trip to the Zora area to get that. It's mirror is just too important to put off for any amount of time. You gotta get it. Sigma says, "Has you tried killing the wizard?" Sometimes you gotta kill a wizard to progress in life. It's just you just gotta do it. Okay. One item here at Agena. Is it anything useful? No. Big 20. All right, Trey, where are you going next? What have you decided? Are we still committing? I think he seems pretty committed so far. I think we probably go... Oh, yeah, he probably wants to start at house. This is either running up to Castle or to Eastern. He's making the play. He's going for Aghanim. Let's go. Okay. Yeah, I like. What are you doing? What are you doing, Trey? What? 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 Oh, he's magic. Okay, yeah, good call, actually. Yeah, Yoinkers is pointing out chat. Yeah, it's a pretty efficient now with the mirror. You can, after Aghanim, you have access to the pod area. You can just mirror into the eastern area after doing all that, whatever you can do over there. It's not like we do a ton of pod with backing a bow and a hammer, but you know, part of the dungeon. And it's a blue crystals. Like the blue crystal dungeons tend to be the least desirable for clearing in this mode because you need to accumulate 5 total crystals. I mean, you can mix and match with the red ones, but the blue ones, I mean, they're not as much of a contribution towards getting triangles as the other dungeons. Be a little bit careful here for this climb. Already at a 1 heart. I feel like you almost just take a reset and get more health coming up here, but that's just me. There are a couple pots in the dark maze that have hearts in them, but don't ask me specifically which ones I do, except for that one in like just above the door. Trey is either fearless or is just going for it, or doesn't know what the pot. Either way, we're going for it. It's just going to get, yeah, the heart piece look there for 1 item in Hera out of 3 total. The map will be here in the map chest, and we're out of here. Oh, I was about to say, Trey being really cautious in the room here. Took an arrow, we're down to half a heart. Very, very sketchy. He can definitely do it. He's got to be really careful now. Ooh, oh yeah, there's a heart drop. Okay, good. All right, we're not so one-hit territory now. And the next room we can get some hearts from the pots. We'll be okay. Trey is not getting hearts from the pots. We are boldly going. Fair enough. I think you should get some hearts from the pots. That's just me. There are a couple available in that room. Trey is confidently going. We are now up in the final floor of the Agate Tower climb. Should be good to go here, but you know, just don't do anything weird against Aghanim and you're fine. Yep, exactly like Nochimaru just says, stay to the sides, do not fight him vertically. Alright, meanwhile, Hitsugan is checking out the eastern area. Didn't really get anything of consequence from it. Saw's Closet, we're gonna peek into the dungeon itself. First item is a red rupee. We will count the blue balls on Trey's side here as we get them. That is 0 so far, out of 11 possible. So my dream is already ruined because I want to see a 12, because I've seen an 11, so I want to see a 12. That's 1. Or was it 2? I missed the first shot. How did I miss the first shot? There's 1 or 2. I don't know. This is pretty good RNG overall here. I've only seen 1. Maybe there were 2. 2 or 3. One of the 2. Looks like 2 to me. Fair enough. Nice, easy RNG. Ooh, is that a... Which rod was that? I could not tell through the bit crunching here. That was maybe a fire rod? Fire rod, okay. So that's an item. Trace found our first big key on the pyramid. It's hair. Hair is big. Okay, sure. Oh, we did. Anyway, okay, well, Trey's first big key. So we found the pod BK, so yeah. That's going to be weird for Trey, actually. He's going to do pod stuff and then mirror out into Eastern, find the pod big, and I mean, I guess you could go back in and check the big chest. Yeah. Alright, so we've got an item on the boss, I think. I don't know if we saw the compass. I assume we didn't see the I assume we have 1 item left because he was still checking, so. Trey doesn't have pod money? No, he's pod money. What? Maybe the... Or is he... He's just going straight for Hera. He wants to just clear Hera, I guess. Okay. Oh, green pendant. Yeah, actually. Green pendant. You can turn that in after. Yeah. Okay. Alright, we're going to get a peek at what Sick Kid has. Is this bottle important? No. 50 rupees. Yeah, so we're going to climb Hera now, get this dungeon cleared, get the other 2 items that are in it, assuming we don't have one in the basement. Because if there is a basement, I mean, Trey could go for Hera basement, but would he? I don't know. No, Tyler, Trey has not been to CAC. But the good news, CAC has nothing. The only thing over there of consequence is a Quake medallion on Maze. So if we need that medallion, Trey will have to track that eventually, but right now the CAC skip is working out very well. Well, that's a hook shot right there. Yep, that's a extremely good find. Also, hook in Hera above where you need the big key, because of course it is. And I think Hitsugan is now determined this is indeed an Aga seed, is about to do his climb. Having basically exhausted all his light world options, he said, alright, fine, we're doing this now. I wonder if maybe even getting that sword before this would have been nice, because he could have just killed Moldorm faster. There's the small key. I don't know if we saw map and compass. I know we saw map. Did we get the compass? Is there an item in the basement? I think big chest with the compass. I thought so too, maybe. I don't know. Well, Trey is headed for East Mountain now. We have the hook shot that gives us a whole bunch of things we can do over here. If we find a glove, then we're gonna have even more we can do on East Mountain. But right now, it's just the light world stuff. With mirrors, we can take the shortcut into Paradox. All right, well, we got 7 items in here. There's a heart and a heart piece. Trey's up to 8 now. Ooh, Hitsu getting a bit bullied in the catwalk room. All 3 of the guards are right here. What is going on in this room? Trey finds his first shield and a blue mail. Yeah, he puts a bomb on that. That makes sense. And a red rupee. And a hammer. All right, well, this is paying off. This is paying off extremely well, actually. We will go ahead and bomb jump over here, get up top, see what's on the island. We can do Spiral Cave. Second letter bottle on the island there. We're good. We already have one. And of course, Trey is the first to hammer. Yeah, brave. Of course. Yeah, Trey's ride's been pretty good so far. I'll say with one moment of impartiality, I am happy to see my teammate performing well in this one. We would like some more points. There's an ether medallion in Spiral Cave, and that is all for the mountain for now. All right, Trey has a lot of options now. Hammer has now opened up the world pretty well. Where's he going to go? Maybe just straight for village here. He's going to get that sword. Yeah, that sword first, of course. That second sword, we were thinking a while ago, you see that, and you're like, we probably don't get that one. That's probably not our second sword. Turns out it's going to end up being our second sword. Yeah. Ta-da! Master Sword, Lumberjack, and Saving Coin. We could actually do Swamp. We can go. We have a lot of options, and one of them is definitely Swamp. I mean, you could probably just start hype and go somewhere, but hammer, hookshot, mirror, flippers, like Swamp is just a terrible dungeon minus the big chest. And Trey is not going for hype cave and is actually going straight for Swamp. Okay, sure. You weirdo, whatever. All right, Hitsuno's done with the ag climb, got his full refill. We can now go basically catch up with what Trey's done, go to East Dark World. You might see that big key and go, We'll see if Hitsugan makes that immediate decision. Not immediate, you might be thinking about it. It took Trey a moment to realize, this is actually probably a good idea to get Green Pendant. Hitsu's going for Catfish. Okay. Hitsu does have the big key to pod, true, that's true, from Eastern, so. He's also going to grab... Oh, he's grabbing a potion. Okay, this is for potentially unlocking right side, bow side pod. Yeah, he looks like he's just preparing for this. He might do Probably catfish on the way. Yeah, since you're up here, you may as well go to catfish, and then yeah, come back down to use a potion for bowside pod. Zen. Nah, this is Trey. You would go to swamp first. That's. I mean, yeah, this is Trey. Let's see how much of swamp he does. Catfish has a heart, putting Hitsu up to 9. I'm going to save and quit from here. Possibly also going up to Hera. Looks like it. Ooh, sword and swamp, that's 3. Somewhat diminishing the value of the lumberjack sword, but hey, still nice to have 3. And we are going for left side, full clearing the dungeon. Can't blame me, honestly. Either way, left side swamp is a decision. Whether you skip it or you leave it, or you get it. I mean, either way, it's a decision. Trey, did he? Oh, He's getting 1 chest on left side swamp. Maybe here. He's gonna hookshot over and be like, what have I done? There's a red rupee. And yeah, you screwed up. Now does he get it or leave it? That's the question. Do you go back for it? Or do you say like, forget it, I'm out of here? It's just gonna hookshot now. Both of these guys were I mean, you could hookshot to the chest. I think you're still low. Oh, you're okay. You're fine now. Yeah. Okay. That was compass in the big chest. Yeah. Yeah. Trey's skipping that big key chest and swamp now. Yep. That's points. Like, well, I'm just gonna go. Yeah. I wonder. I mean, you just got a hook shot. Like, you could just hook shot to the big chest and then bonk back over. But you know, just thinking about the item you just got. Trying to do some pixel math here. Getting 1 pixel gap between the shadow and the border. There you go. What are you doing? 1 bomb left. Got to get it right. Looks good. Yep. Oh, there's our other armor. And our second bottle with a free fairy. Ooh, hello, flute in the waterfall room in swamp. Trey has made good decisions here still, overall. Oh, Moldorm is being a jerk. 2 hits me on. Ugh. That is a 2 points for Moldorm hitting you down the middle hole. I think don't forget you have a cape here. You can definitely help out when Moldorm goes enraged. I don't know if I wasn't keeping track fully of whether Trey got the dungeon items in here, so I'm not sure how many are left in swamp actually. We can see based off what Argus drops maybe. Oh, that's heart piece. All right, we might have most of the items out of swamp at this point. It might not be much left here. If we didn't find map or compass, then Trey's actually just cleared the dungeon. There you go. There's a dead Moldorm. Right, Trey will exit. We're gonna head up to Hype Cave probably here. You know, 5 items. Hitsu's got his green pendant. No, he's not going to Hype Cave. Trey, you're so weird. He is opting to go directly for getting a bomb. Oh, he needs the bombs. He doesn't have any bombs, right? I'm like, hey, hang on a second, we're missing something. I was like, he only have one crystal. I got really confused for a second. I'm like, no, he's bombs for Hype Cave. Got it. He used his last bomb in the back of Swamp for diving. Beer Hammer is in Paradox 5. It's about to get it in a bit here. Oh, Hype Cave is nothing. Never mind. He was right to skip it. Because of course Hype Cave is nothing. When is Hype Cave ever anything? We need to rename Hype Cave, honestly. Like, it has ceased being hype for so long. Like, it is more often just trash and not worth it. We need to have a new name for it, honestly. Yeah, V27. Yeah. Trace head west over here. We're gonna see what's on Stumpy. He's got a mushroom. Ooh. What will that become? Generic 5-item cave. Yeah. Heart piece in cave 45. Trey will probably go dig here, and then who knows where. It doesn't deserve the name anymore, but there's no other name worth changing it to. Yeah, like, it's a recognizable name. We all know what it is. It's just, and occasionally it pays out. The cave that shall not be named. I don't hate that. Trey's gonna actually spot the Quake medallion here. Yeah, okay. Might just pick that up, you know, might need it. We do have a pendant at TR. The pendants tend to be a little bit more valuable in terms of dungeon prizes. We have not yet seen what our medallion requirements are because we lack the other glove to reach either of those dungeon entrances. Just a 10-pack of arrows at dig game. He's going to mirror over here and do that. Get that medallion. No? Maybe? What are you doing? Oh, he's putting the portal there, I guess. Ah, he's in Kakariko. What the heck is going on here? Oh well. He's got a flute. You know, he has a flute. It's acceptable, I think, at this point. He has a flute to activate. We might have to go to Meyer. And he can do all the checks. I mean, he can do everything here, basically, you know. Okay, so Compass in Swamp was in the map chest. So we're missing at least one item in Swamp. Yeah. Okay. Getting the recap now from Hitsu's side. The real power move is that you just come here, but just do sit kid in the flute before leaving. Yeah, you can literally just get those two and be like, all right, I'm out. Oops, slightly off on the knockback there for Hitsu. There you go. It's just about to get his second sword, having not yet acquired the one from a Lumberjack. See, you've watched him play cross keys. Yeah. Yeah, at this point, can't blame him for cleaning up the rest. It's still a bunch of items, and you might have missed something early. You never know. Though going through Trey's head, you got to think like, I think he's thinking about like, I got a lot of stuff. It's possible there's nothing here. I'm gonna regret checking all this. And you're right. He'll get some hearts and whatnot. It's okay. Some more hearts to go with his right armor. I guess I delete these blocks and blinds. It's fun. to 10 hearts. Red now, extremely healthy. I almost said blue. I was like, no, it's definitely red. All right, so now we've got Hitsu giving us a look at what's actually in the big key chest of Swamp. Trey did not get this because it brought the switch. It's the map. All right, so we are missing one item in Swamp and is in the big chest locked by the big key, which is somewhere. It's somewhere. If that's anything, we're probably not getting that until it's last location territory, because they'll have both left this dungeon very, very cleaned out. Yeah, speaking of big keys, we're missing almost all of them. Yeah, like, again, the big keys are shuffled in this mode. They're anywhere they want to be. We don't have very many of them yet. We've seen, what, 2? We've got the Hera big off of Pyramid, and the Pod big was in Eastern. Like, sure, that's what we got. Bringing some new checks here in the Village of Outcasts, the unique Hundo Wurpy, and the chest game. Brewery will have for us a vanilla 300. Sure, that happens sometimes. Hitsu's got his flute now. Right, clearing around thieves. We're probably going to head into front of thieves next here, at least see what the front 4 has. Another heart in C shape for 11 total. Yeah, having the big keys being shuffled all gives every dungeon 1 more item in total, so thieves has 5 total. You can expect to see 3 items on average. 2.5, it's an average of 2.5, so you'd probably get like 3 items in the front every other seed, basically. So there's some good potential value here. There's 1, it's another heart, up to 12. Hits against Argus fight will be a little bit slower than Teray's, having only 2 swords compared to 3. There's the map. Okay, 4 items to go still. We're going to keep track of what's remaining in Thieves' Town because it could be relevant. It's also a pendant dungeon. Like, this is probably a dungeon we come back and clear later if we find the big key. Yeah, it's item 2 is a bomb pack, the 10 pack specifically. And the small key. All right, so 3 in the back of Thieves. We have the small key, so we'll be back later. 3 out of those 4 checks are potentially useful. We're gonna go peek up in a skull. Trade is not the fire rod, so we're not completing skull, which means we're probably gonna be doing just a front and then the middle and then get out of here. That's all we can do. And again, that fire rod is in the big key chest of Eastern, where Teray has not yet been. It's just done with Swamp. We're going to go ahead and save and quit to Pyramid, because if you've killed Aghanim, you got the mirror in the Dark World, you can save and quit and you get dropped on the Pyramid. And that can be a useful routing spot. We're going to head to West Dark World from here. Going to route in the North Dark World checks here, Grave Ledge and King's Tomb. King's Tomb was effectively Dark World because you had to mirror to it, unless you have the mitts. Right now it's effectively Dark World. And you pretty much always combo it with Grave Ledge. Bomb pack. Middle Skull has a small key, of course it does. Pot Prison has another small key, just a heart piece at Grave Ledge. There's a map. Skullwood's, of course, doing the usual, making us wait to find the items. We're going to find all the dungeon stuff first, because it's just how it does. Another key? Yeah, you don't say. We didn't get anything, did we? I think we're just leaving. Having found nothing in Skull, we're leaving. That's literally, I think all 3 items between the back and the big chest. Stupid dungeon. I hate Skullwood so much. It's like the worst place. All right, bumper, heart piece, cape is only useful for Aga. Got it. Hitsu's going to go ahead and pick up his lumberjack sword, bringing him up to 3 as well. Trey is going to retrace what Hitsu's just done, doing the North Dark World checks. Well, I was going to say you could follow the runners, but the bot command didn't work. Let me hang on a second. I'm going to tell you to follow the runners anyway. I'm just going to tell you that their Twitch channels are. How about that? So Hitsu's is Hitsuyan, as you see the name spelled on screen with a 1337 after that. And Trey's is Trey Spire, 1 word, no space between them. So yeah, go give these 2 a follow. They're putting on a good show for us here in week 5 of the League Season 6. Try again in 3 minutes. Yeah. Thanks, Beer. And I'll say thanks again to our not, I'm the commentator. Hello, thanks to me for commentating. Yes, thanks to our tracker, Nochibato. Doing a great job keeping things accurate on screen for us today. Popped on his lunch break, yeah. I mean, yeah, I understand. So Hitsuyan has the fire rod. We get to actually see what's in Skull Woods. Trey's going to get his heart off of Catfish, bringing it up to 13 total. Yeah, these guys both pretty much did Swamp as their first Dark World dungeon. Yeah, I mean, by the time they got there, it was completely available, like just clearable dungeon, except for the big chest, you know. Trey's gonna turn that mushroom. We haven't seen what this is yet. It's gonna be a bomb pack. Wow. And we're out of here. Hitsu's gonna fight the moth. I think that's 2 hits. Yep, that was 2, 3, yep, 4. Okay, good. You start to get a feeling if you fight moth enough times or whether it's actually taking damage. I think you can usually tell by the flashing, but I think like sometimes the flashing lies. I don't know. Moth's a weird fight. The way they coded it is just weird. Trey's going to pod. So Trey again will have the opportunity of getting the pod big key from Eastern. I mean, assuming he probably just does pod first, you're saving a mirror transition. We get the bomb pack off of the green pin, so that's a whole lot of nothing. You can have one of those back, sure. And Hitsu now we're seeing, yeah, we're going to still be pending 1 item in Skull in the big chest. I think Hitsu's going to clear the front and find it's a whole lot of nothing. Oh no, there's a red ripy over here. Okay, oh, Skull's empty then. Right, got it. Cool. I think we saw an item off the bridge chest. I missed with the bridge chest actually. If the bridge chest was the compass, please correct me or something, you know. But I think Skull's empty now. Okay. Hey, bot command, thank you. All right, so we are missing 1 item in Skull's in the big chest. If we find the big key, we might check it. The big chest of Skull is really not a horrible check to get back to. It's pretty accessible. Oh, there's our second glove in the shooter room of pod. That's been available for a while. Man, you get that immediately, you're thinking, Did my opponent get that? That's immediately you think, did my opponent just slip on over here up to pod after killing Aghanim? Have they had that glove for like 20 minutes or so? Things you have to think about. Oh, we're getting our first look at the mire area. I think that was a quake for the entry. Yeah, trade bills immediately. I mean, yeah, the second glove is huge. It does a lot, but I guess you can't clear either of those dungeons, so yeah, it's not entirely unreasonable. Oh, Trey's stealing the key. I don't hate it. You might not see the desert big for a while. You don't even know if desert can be one of your clearable dungeons. And you've got boots, so like, unless the small key is in the big chest, then... And in that case, like, it's still big key locked anyway, so this is pretty reasonable. On the torch, we have the compass. So desert is not actually boots locked. First item is a heart in the map chest. And the seed really is kind of a slow burn on dungeon prizes now. We've only got like 2 or 3 between either of these runners at like 50 minutes here. The utter lack of big keys, almost entire lack of big keys in this one is pretty responsible. Try finding really nothing of interest in the desert dip. Lacks the big key, of course. We can do no more. We're gonna get a peek at checkerboard's item. And we'll see where he goes next. All the big keys are in the hookshot cave. Oh, Samaria. Oh, that's an item. Not a horrible spot to find that. It's pretty accessible. Pretty natural thing to check once you've got your second glove and all that. All right, Trey, where are you going? Back to village. What is Trey doing, actually? What's over here? Is this, oh, Smith Chain. Yeah. All he has over here really doesn't have any doesn't have the fire over back of skull and doesn't have the big key to thieves yet. We don't know where the big key to thieves yet. We know where the fire rod is. Trey needs to go to Eastern. He's gonna grab this Quake medallion off Maze. And then we can do Smith Chain things. He knows he probably needs the Quake because he has seen the Mire medallion, so I mean that's why he's thinking about this. Like, you probably need to go into Mire. So we're gonna grab that for sure. Hitzingen's got his mushroom. We know that's nothing, but he can wonder about that for a bit. And again, you have a flute, you can turn that in anytime, basically. Yeah, I can almost full clear Mire. We literally just need the big key now. Mire will be worth 3 items. Oh, we're going to see Pyramid Fairy from Hitzigen actually here. Yeah, we do have the red crystals coming from Swamp and Skull. And a nice bonus also, we've killed Aghanim. You can take the shortcut here. You can get there the easy way. Do a little bit of bomb dashing too. Just a nice technique to know. In Hammer Pegs, we have a heart piece. And in Pyramid Fairy on the left, we have a triangle. Ooh, and the single arrow. So yep, there's one of our 3 triangles again. The red crystals gets us 1. 5 total crystals gets us ice big on the smiths. Ice big key. Oh yeah, 5 total crystals gets us in the GT, where one of the triangles is hiding out somewhere in the basement, and the other one is on the pedestal. And we need 2 of them, as indicated by the HUD on the screens. 2 of them to make Ganon vulnerable. It is a fast Ganon seed. The pyramid hole you may have already noticed is open. The GTBK does not exist. There is no climbing GT in this mode. I said pyramid. I meant period. I know words. All right, purple chest, bomb pack. So yeah, Trade did just get, the Ice big key, and he's got the Samaria pretty recently too. Ice is now completely not accessible for Trade because he lacks the Fire Rod or Bombos medallion. That's the twist there. Can't even get into Ice. This was HMG, get into Ice, but that's a completely different mode. We're not going to talk about. Right, Trey's going to go ahead and go up the mountain, activate the TR portal, see if that's accessible. The GT big keys in the GT big chest. It might be there. The description for the mode says it has been removed. It may not exist, period. But if they were going to put it somewhere funny, that would definitely just be in the big chest. Yeah. Oh, dead rock. Oh, dead rocks. Oh, Tam went. Oh, okay. It is actually. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay. I love knowing this. That's very good. And TR's medallion is Bombos. That is another instance of we could use the Bombos medallion for something. It could access Ice Palace as well. So, all right. Trey has 7 total items we can get up here on the Dark Mountain. 2 of them here in Bun, 4 in Hookshot Cave, 1 in Spike. And we can sure get all of them. Hitsugun now is actually doing right side pod, where we have some keys. This was a bow locked pod too, actually, because we had the glove in the first checks. The glove was in shooter, so yet logically this dungeon entirely requires a bow to do anything in it. There's a half magic in the top of Hookshot Cave and an ice rod. Ooh. Trinex killing part of. Yeah, I mean, Trinex is a pendant. You probably want to kill Trinex. Trey needs the fire rod though still. So, I mean, that's just a convenient fire rod because, like, you're probably not going to dip into TR before checking, like, Bun and Hookshot, so you might be influenced a little bit away from the mountain because you don't want to go up there with that ice rod, but, yeah, whatever. It's just right there. Crazy doing Hera Basement. Oh yeah, Hitsu did just find the Turtle Rock big key in pod, so that's cool. More reasons Trey needs to go over to the pod eastern area. Not quite vanilla, no. Anything else in the back of pod here? There's a map. That's not anything. We don't want that. Put it back. Give us a real item. There's a bow here. It's extra funny. And Hera Basement's nothing. Big 20. Yeah, where are the bows in this seed? Where are they hiding? Probably both in Mire. Small key in the Rupee Basement. And a small key in the Rupee Basement. You're checking harmless. Yep. Trey's going to finish up the Dark Mountain with Spike Cave. Half magic makes this cape even more nice. You can just get plenty of time. Another big key. Oh, skull big. Okay, well. All right. And just 10 arrows and spike. All right, fine. All right, Hitsu's going to peek at Desert Ledge, and then we're going to probably check the Mire area. No, we're going to 1. No, 2. Mushroom. Okay, fair enough. Do want to see what that is. When you're floating, you can do this literally anytime. Trey's going 6. We're going to check out Mire. We lack the big key. Neither of these guys have found it, but Mire does have 3 items in it, and it's accessible. No bird toss today, sadly. This is a Quake medallion for entry. Knowing Trey, if this was Ether medallion, he would probably bird toss. I would count on him to bird toss. Yeah, Hitsu could access Ice Palace. Hitsu's about to discover. Well, he's going to see Quake there. Yep, he's gonna discover also that like getting Samari is going to make Ice Palace more attractive, and doesn't have the big key yet though. He hasn't done Smith Chain. Yeah, Trey's gonna Fire Rod here, so not the most convenient Mire 2, but he still does like 2 cycles. It's fine. And Hitsu will, of course, peek in the desert, see what's going on here. You may as well while you're in the area. First item in Mire is a bomb pack on the bridge. Did not grab the key, so he's just going to mirror out and call it good, probably. Yep, not even going to... Oh, there's the east. Oh, that's incredibly good news for Trey, actually. The Eastern big key, second item in Mire, is in the spike chest. Cool. Juice of sorts. We might get a quick 3 and done here in Mire. If the next item pops up. No, it's a map. Needs to be a little bit careful. We're not going for big key chest. Let's skip it. Fair enough. Yeah, here's Hitsu going into Ice Palace. Small key in lobby. That's our first chest key, actually. Clever use of the Samaria block to block the fire snake, but he didn't even need it, just did it fast. So not even necessary. And we're going to see the map chest is a small key. And we're out of here. All right, I think that was an item there. I think there was a heart in first chest, or compass chest in Mire, or not Mire, Ice. Different dungeons. And we do have the big key. Oh, actually, no, Hitsu doesn't have the big key. This is a run switchless. Okay. Does that mean he's just intending to not clear the dungeon at this rate? Because without the big key, you're definitely not clearing the dungeon. Interesting. Having a little bit of trouble with the icebreaker too. Not quite getting that one pixel buffer. And Trey is now directly heading to Eastern Palace. Yep. Not clearable without a bow, but we'll see. We'll see what happens here. He's gonna get some stuff at least he needs, like his pod big and his fire rod. And pod big will lead him to, you know, like TR big and skull big. He's having a lot of trouble with this icebreaker here. Oh, no, I thought that was one. No, not quite. Go hit the switch and the trick will work. Yeah. Yeah. And there's Trey's pod BK. Yep. Dang, yeah, he's out. I'm out of here. I think you go. Oh, you're just resetting. Okay, we're trying again. He's getting getting the shadow on the end of the doorway. I'm seeing that much. There you go. All right, there we got it. Need just a little refresh. Ooh, powder. Trey's got his fire rod. First try. Just come back in the room. Yeah, that's where you clip it right there. Like first try, easy. All right, Eastern is devoid of items now. We've seen a red rupee in the big chest. That's all we got. There's a red rupee in the big chest and cannonball. So yeah, at this point, you would clear Eastern for its dungeon prize, and that's about it. Well, again, we can't. We don't have a bow. Where are the bows? They're missing. We're missing 2 bows. TTBK. Oh, I missed that. Good call. I was making fun of Trey or something like that. Pointing at Eastern. Yeah, we did have the Thieves Town big key. Thank you, chat. Yeah, you're missing that. You can't clear the dungeon like this. Yeah, we need the Bombos Medallion for Turtle Rock access, but that's... yeah, about all we need at this point. Both bows could very much be in GT, yeah. We don't necessarily need to clear Eastern and Pod. Like, they're just blue crystals. We can get away with not having them. That would be, I think, a form of getting railroaded. Kinda railroaded. If both the bows are in GT, it's kind of like, well... yeah, you're forced to... yeah, you're pretty railroaded, yeah, because you're forced to do the other 5 crystals and the pendants, yeah. I mean, or you could just do the 5 crystals and not do the pendants, and you think you do the pendants probably. Yeah, this mode is weird. Like I said at the very beginning, it tends to be like, in my experience, it's either you get some really some really crazy rando plays that like make it super swingy in terms of one person just winning by a ton because they found something in a weird spot, or like you get railroaded into a specific set of dungeon clears because it's the only option to victory, basically. Trey's got his Thieves Big now. And Hitsugun going, just taking that Thieves Big and going directly back into Thieves Town. We'll say, let's clear this dungeon. It's a pendant. It's a good idea. And it's worth 3 items in the back. Trey will be able to get, of course, the Ice Palace big chest while he's here. Yep, remember, just thinking about it, like, what am I doing here? Yep, you have the big key. And you can hookshot through the blocks. Is it anything cool? Nope, small key. We can clear the dungeon, though. TRBK is now bow locked. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's hard bow locked anyway because like the first chest in Pod was the glove, so it's definitely just bow locked. Yeah, there are 5 crystals not bow locked. I mean, yeah, we can definitely clear the game without bows. It'd be nice to have more options, but you know we don't need them. I mean, logically. So logically, chat. You know, logically, but we can get around it. All right, we're gonna kill Cold Stare on Trey's side here and acquire a dungeon prize. Trey will be having 2 crystals at that point. 2 of the 5 needed to access GT. Logically, the seed is awful. I mean, yeah, generally. The moment you start shuffling any keys, like the logic just generally gets pretty bad. All right, that was a very easy cold stare fight. Yep. Oh, look, a bow. Cool. We found one. Yay. All right, Trey has some options now. We can do things. All right. I was not watching much of what Hitsu did in the back of Thieves. I don't know if we have an item here on blind, but I don't see anything new on the tracker, so I can't imagine we find anything of consequence. We're going to see how his blind fight goes. Looks like he's on track here. 7, 8, not quite 9. Almost textbook. I was going to say until 9 was a little bit off. It's fine. You get through 6 on blind, you're pretty much good to go. It's good enough. Yeah, that's the second pendant for Hitsu. Yeah, Trey could do GT now instead of Ped, but we'll see what he goes for. I mean, because Trey's gonna get he has his Fire Rod now, so he can just do he can do Eastern, not Eastern, Skullwoods. Get the red crystal, get that one, and then just he's got 2 crystals. He can do. Yeah, he can do Pod Eastern. No, wait, yeah, you can do Pod Eastern, and that's 4, and then just pick one more for 5. Well, now that'll be Skullwoods. No, it works out, actually, yeah. And then he just skips out on the pendant dungeons because you don't have access, you don't have Bombos anyway. Like, yeah, you're just doing this. So, yeah. That's Goma for Trey, yeah. Me personally, I'll have another moment of impartiality. I'm happy to see it. Or, I'm sorry, not impartiality. The opposite of impartiality. No, I want to see my teammate win. That's all I want. Yeah, that Bombus Medallion has not popped up anywhere, which right now, that's like... That's our item that's missing that's hard railroading us into a specific set of dungeons. Because you definitely need your red crystals, because if you can't get the Ped one, then you have to get Pyramid Fury and GT. So you're gonna need your red crystals, and then I guess you can pick and choose between the crystals, but we don't have the Meyer big key, so that one's out of the question. So you have an option of 6 crystals basically. In Hitsu's case, it's actually 5, without the bow. Well, no, 4. Hitsu can't clear yet, but with the bow you have 6. I'm talking too much. I'll just shut up a little bit. Yeah, if the Bombus Medallion pops up somewhere, you could see more options for the seed, but right now it's like, it's somewhere unusual. Like, where are you gonna find it? What's even left? What's even left to look at for item locations? I guess it could be what's left in desert, but then we need the big key for desert for that, which I don't know where that is. It's entirely possible the rest of it is just, in GT. Like, we've got a ton of item checks in GT, which are going to be available here. Because the logic knows that you only need 2 of these 3 things to actually defeat Ganon, so, yeah. I mean, actually, I don't know how if the logic, like, if it makes sure all the dungeon prizes are available, it might. It might just ensure that all of them are possible. I have to assume they're probably all possible, but yeah, it's like I said, we tend to get railroaded in these, or just weird item spots that make it weird. Yeah, it's definitely not beatable. Yeah, Trey's in go mode. That's why he's killing bosses. Big 20 off King Helma. And now Telethar is now... Or not Telethar. Why did I think Telethar? Telethar... I was looking at Telethar's name in chat, and I was just like, oh, that's Telethar. Telethar's here. I'm going to somehow swap Hitsu with Telethar. My brain is a mess today. I'm sorry. Hello, Telethar. Yeah, so Hitsu's headed up the mountain here doing these Dark Mountain checks. Gonna find the Ice Rod in Hookshot Cave, which does not exactly help because we're still missing Bombos for TR. Hasn't seen the island, I guess? Or is just going to open the... Yeah, I didn't see the island. It's a bottle, yeah. I guess Hitsu didn't peek at it earlier. That sentence got away from you. I mean, sentences get away from me all the time. You're not the only one. Don't worry about it. Half magic. Well, that's here too, yeah. Ice rod. And I think this is just a rupee or something. Yeah, big 20. Imagine that. Yeah, I like this mode. It's a neat mode overall. It's just anything that makes you have like kind of like a weird odd set of dungeons you can do that's not just like, oh, it's just the 7 crystals, because almost everything we do in it, like competitive racing, is just get the crystals or, you know, do all the dungeons. So I embrace any mode that has the combinations of different dungeons that you end up doing that is very kind of off the norm. It's just gonna find is 10 arrows here in Spike Cave, and Trey is taking care of these Armos Knights. We'll see if he gets the quick kill properly. Looks good to me. 18 arrows shot, and they're dead. That's a compass. More importantly, a crystal. Trey just needs to go clear Skull Woods now, and then we will have 5. Skull Woods will open up both of those triangles at the same time, effectively, because Pyramid Fairy's red crystals, which Skull is, and GT accesses 5 crystals, which Skull is. There you go. Well, the final part of this seed basically will end up being, where's that triangle in GT? Well, we can just play the game, yeah, because it's going to be one of those 22 spots. It's exactly like the big key hunt. Not yet. We're not there yet. Soon, though. I like that answer from Din the Human. Scottish Raves in chat, so we're totally rooting for Last Locationeers. I am also rooting for Last Locationeers. And any team that has friends on it, I'm going to naturally root for it, of course. Rooting for chat. We all root for chat. We love chat. Chat's cool. We wouldn't really be doing much here without chat. Chat gives us purpose. Chat gives us strength. Trey's gonna kill Moth. Itsugun's got his Eastern big key, yep. All right, here's the question I want to pose. If I could start a prediction, I would. Is Trey gonna find the Bombus medallion or the triangle in GT basement first? That's the 50-50 I would pose. And that's that red crystal for Trey. That gives us 5 in total. We can now go snag that triangle from Pyramid Fairy. And then get up the mountain. Or you'll do mountain first. That works too. Sure, let's do this first. Whatever. Actually, you know what? That's probably more fish. Yeah, that's fair. You can do it after. You can do the Pyramid Fairy and then go up then just go around the pyramid. That makes sense. See if Hitsu does the big key chest here. Yeah, we're gonna see what's in the big key chest. Yeah, this being a Naga seed, it's really convenient. there's that prediction. Let's go. Thank you. All right, is anything cool here in the Meyer Big Key chest? It's a compass. Nope. That means there's an item on the boss that we can't get. And probably in the big chest. Did we see? I think we saw, no, there were 2 items in Meyer. Yeah, because there was the, something on the bridge and then the Eastern Big Key. So there's only one more item that is, you know, just hard BK locked, so yeah. Here's Trey getting in a GT. Let's see where that thing ends up being. Small key and hope. And a Burna. Neat. And Trey will go left. Yeah, that sounds like Trey. I know that doesn't sound like Trey, actually. Trey would do early tile. This is not the real Treymond anymore. Small key on the torch. Rip Bob. Yeah, Bob shall be missed. If we even get to Bob. We'll have to see if it goes that far. Real Trey less when he went into CAC. He had to activate the flute. I mean, come on. He needed the flute activation. It was important. Four, 5, 6, 7. Another small key. That's 3 chest keys already. Yep, as you do in GT. You tend to find 3 keys pretty early because of how the logic works. That means there's, I think there's less likely to be a key in tile at this point. We've seen 3 chest keys. It's not impossible, but maybe not. Oh, a book. Neat. Speaking of things that are in GT, a book. What if it's vanilla Bombos? That would be funny. We'll never know at that point. We'll never actually know if that was the case, but that would be funny. Kids are getting into Ice Palace now. Could actually go clear the dungeon. Having discovered the big key on the Smiths. Fire Snake is a bomb pack. We got 10 through 13 here over in the Rando room. On a scale of listen to wow, is trying he's Trey that he cleared CAC for nothing. I looked at her about. Well, one of them's in GT, naturally. The big key to Swamp Palace. That's cute. Hey, a triangle. Yay! We found it. Okay. I was correct. Wait, no, I think I clicked the Bombos button. Never mind. I clicked the Bombos button. Yep, oh well. I only spent 10 points on it because I forgot to click it more. It's fine. And we'll never know where the Bombos medallion is. So I'm just going to assume it's vanilla because I don't know any better. And that would be the funniest result. One more bush skull, sure, why not? When the game's RNG says, "Hey, you're gonna dash these bushes," nope. How about you bonk off of this because I said so? Actually, I wonder if Trey remembers specifically that the Triforce piece is in the left chest always. It's guaranteed left in Pyramid Fairy. I wonder if he opens the right one. But it is the single arrow. Yeah, we do know that. We saw that earlier from Hitsu. Wait, Hitsu found a 4th sword. What was that? I missed that. Oh, Trey does know it's left. Okay, cool. Oh, Magic Bat had a sword. Oh, okay, cool. All right, well, here goes Trey, dropping in again. It's time to fight. We've got 3 swords, 2 bows. That'll make this relatively quick. Again, asking the important questions here. There is a light in the fridge for a reason. That does enable midnight snacks. I like that light, personally. It is my friend. little bit of cape action here, making sure that 1-1 goes nice and easy. Okay, phase 3. And being pretty nice with the extra teleports, and no extra teleports actually if we get one more. Yeah, he's just making it quick here.
Oh no, Silver, my one true weakness. Ah, don't shoot me with it. Oh, it hurts.
Nice double. Get the interrupt. This is going to be a quick fight. Yep. Double, and that's it. Get your GGs in chat. Trey's going to cross that bridge in a few seconds, and I will get you an official time from the race room once he does. And that will be Trey Spire coming in first place in this here race with an official time of 1 hour, 24 minutes, and 25 seconds. Well done. Thank you, Brave. I try. And then, yeah, Hitsu will go ahead and forfeit right away. Yep, because he's at this point, he's still a ways out from finishing this one. So, yeah, can't blame you. And that is one Mr. Trey Spire in the booth here. Hello, and GG's to you.
Hello, GG.
You.
Me.
I have to ask a question how was the wording? Hang on, I gotta find it.
On a scale of 1 to WoW? It's
Yeah.
a question.
Yeah, on a scale.
I'm so mad.
On a scale of listen to wow, how
Right,
angry is
listen to
Trey
wow.
declared CAC for nothing? Please elaborate.
I'm so mad. I'm so mad. I could have skipped it. Dang it. One day I'll have the courage to actually stick to it. But the thing is, I had everything to just do everything all at once when I went there, so it felt fine. It was the correct time to just clear it.
Yeah, no, it did make sense at the time. You had a flute to activate, and you had the bottle to get the sick kid check. Like, it was, if you're gonna do it, that's the perfect time. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, instead I just skipped race game, which had the Quake medallion, and I knew it had the Quake medallion.
Yeah, you peeked it earlier. Like, the route worked really well, actually. Like, getting to just peek that with the mirror, and then knew that's for later, and then you said, "Oh, well,
and then
Myers the Quake. I should get it." Yeah.
Yeah, and then it just worked out to do that with Smith Chain. I was happy with that.
Yeah, I mean, your whole route early was actually just like really good. Like, I bet you would imagine the CAC tape worked extremely well, and it did. Like, getting the flippers super early and chaining that into Moon Pearl, glove, mirror. I mean, Hitsu had to make a second trip back to get to the mirror, actually, because there was no way to get that in the first look at it. Like, it was just really good. Yeah.
Going straight up Castle Tower early felt a little silly, but then then that gave me the big key to
Hera. To
Hera, and then I started walking over toward to do Eastern Pod, and then I went, oh wait, Hera's green. I could also just turn in the green pendant when I do all of this. Let's go do that instead.
Yeah. And that was, as we saw, an extremely good idea, because hookshot
was the hookshot, and then the hammer was over. It was just everything ended up working. I was very happy about it.
Yeah, the only real point of contention was, like, when's Trey going to go to Eastern eventually? Because, Pod Big Key and Fire Rod are over there.
Yeah.
Which, like, I guess the Pod Big didn't end up actually being a thing because of there was nothing in the so the backup pod. What you didn't get in the backup pod, the TR Big Key is in the Big Key chest, and the Skull Woods Big is in Harmless. So Skull Woods Big is responsible for one more item. We never saw that, and the TR Big. We didn't even see the Bombos. We don't have no idea where Bombos is.
Yeah, I have no idea where Bombos is. Not a clue.
We're assuming it's just deeper in GT and he didn't get to it. Like, that's our main conclusion. Or it's vanilla.
Yeah, because once I got into Ice and I got the Thieves Big, I'm sitting there going, okay, I have there's two potential go modes here, and I don't know if I like either of them.
Mm-hmm.
But because that would require me to go back to Eastern and all that fun stuff to finish those, or I needed all the stuff to do TR. So if Cold Stare didn't drop the bug, I was gonna do Thieves Town before Skullwoods, and sort of set up so I could do either either of the other pieces.
That makes sense, yeah.
But
At that point, it's determined like which item you get first enables your other victory triangle. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But Coulter just had the bow, and all right, cool.
Yep.
Great.
We found the other one in GT, of course, because that's where it always is.
Yep, always.
Yeah, no, that was a neat seed. The real slow burn on the big keys. This is.
Oh yeah.
I wasn't sure how this is going to turn out. I wasn't sure if it was going to be one of those seeds where it's just like it kind of like there's some weird stuff in spots and it kind of blows open if you find weird item locations, or if it's just like you get railroaded. This one, yeah, without the Bombus Medallion, without knowing where that is, it seems pretty specific set of dungeons it wants you to do.
Yeah, and even early, like all of your every other way into Dark World's locked by beating Agatow. Like Agatow was required this seed, 100%.
Do you think if there wasn't a lumberjack sword, you might have held off on the Aga climb, maybe?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I pushed it because it gave. You know how seeds just sometimes just go, oh yeah, here's all the stuff to do Aga. Here you go. You should do Aga.
Yeah.
And it just the street seed just like screams that at you. That's sort of what I was feeling, and then that sword just sort of pushed it further.
Yeah, gives you a little more motivation. Yeah, and how the seeds go, like sometimes you get all that, but then there's just like, glove and hammer in the eastern area, and you're missing those for half an hour.
Yeah, I was dreading myths being like in Eastern Palace.
Yeah, and they're just in pod shooter.
No, you were in pod instead.
You were both pretty late actually to the myths. When that first popped up, I was thinking, I said like, if you gotta wonder if your opponents had that second glove for like 20 minutes or so, but no, you both are pretty late to it.
I mean, who wants to go to pod without a bow?
Yeah, I mean,
no one.
It's yeah, you can't blame it, but it's East Dark World, like you just did Aga, like it's right there, you could get it.
And I almost did, but if I didn't think about the green pendant, I would have had Fire Rod and Myths super early. I would have had those right out of Castle Tower.
And even when you did go to pod, you got that glove and you just immediately bailed out. You're like, all right, I'm done. I mean, you was bow locked. I think it's bow locked. I think you had the fairy to open it, but I think you were just like, no, it's good. I did.
No, it was bow locked. I didn't care. I at that point, because what I got Mets and basically left. Yeah, I wanted to see what like. Do I have a way into TR? Do I have do I have the way into these medallion lock dungeons? Because if they have something, those are probably a little bit more important. And one of them did. Meyer had the Eastern Big Key, which really didn't necessarily lead to anything, but
I mean, it was.
So let me beat the game.
Yeah, we never saw the Meyer Big either. No idea where that is. And then again, the TR Big was behind the bow. It was in pod. So yeah.
And with me being Bogo mode, there was no way I was going in the back of pod.
No.
Zero chance.
No, you went straight up the right side, got the keys, and you need to just go for it. Yep.
I don't think I've had one of the. I've seen a lot of people finish these very close to an hour. I don't think I've had one yet that's been close to an hour.
Yeah.
Like, an hour and a half is about as long as these take me because that's how they roll for me. Yeah,
like again, it's just the big keys being so slow. Like we were about like maybe half an hour, 40 minutes or so, and we've seen 2 big keys. Like they're in the game, we swear. We just haven't seen that many of them.
Right.
And
then suddenly we got like all of them at once.
Yeah, like they just start coming real fast, and they're like they lined up pretty well in some good spots to find them at least. Like none of them were really tricky. It's just a matter of you just got to get through that slow burn of actually getting to them. Well, that's points for us. I'll take them. Happy you got some points.
Yay!
Yay! And that's going to wrap up ours for week 5. I imagine you're looking forward to week 6, probably.
I'm so excited about Crosskey. It's by far the best mode that we have in League.
And our opponent team we got, they're going to be great to have fun with.
I mean, not to say anything else about the rest of our opponents. Like everyone's been so much fun to play against. It's been it's been a lot of fun.
It's been a fun league season. I like these modes. I like it's been a tough division, I'll tell you that. But yeah, it's been fun all the way, that's for sure. Yeah. Any final thoughts from you before I wrap us up?
GG again to Hitsu. It's always a pleasure to play. Everyone. Thanks everyone for putting this on. It's always fun to meme when I can. But no, thanks a lot. I hope it was at least an entertaining to watch. And
Oh yeah, this is a really great seed to watch. Again, all the just the cack skip gave us so much interesting routing divergence, and it was really cool.
That's what I live for.
Glad to see you did it for us. Yeah, thanks again to these runners. Give them a follow in the chat. Their links are right there. As they have given us a nice show week 5 here. Going into 2 more weeks of league. They got more games to play. And thanks again to Nochibato for keeping items relevant or accurate, relevant, etc. on the tracker. So we know what these guys had as they're working through the seed. And let's see what we've got left. We have one more game left on the Saturday schedule, which is currently happening over on SpeedGaming 3, which is imagine where I think we end up. Looks like it's Comless, but I think it's still happening. Double Foxes versus Go, with will be Obscure Lifeform versus Vortex of Doom. So go check them out, and so we'll see how that race plays out. But yeah, thanks everyone for being here. Appreciate you watching us over here on SpeedGaming 5. Until next time, y'all take care out there. Stay safe. Have a good one. We'll hope to see you back here for more rando sometime soon.